What I love about Jay is that he's not arrogant, and he's got more reason to be arrogant than anybody we talking to.
2 moments later.
The text, but I talked about a private exchange between us that should have remained between us.
Now, after watching that, you can tell something very important. The energy is different. The tone is different. This is no longer a man trying to win an argument. This is a man trying to fix a mistake. But the truth is, sometimes people don't realize they crossed the line until the reaction comes back. People started asking a very simple question. Did Michael Eric Dyson just damage his relationship with one of the most powerful men in hip-hop? Because when trust is broken, sometimes an apology is not enough. And that's what makes this story so interesting. This ain't about Drake or Kendrick. This is about something bigger. It's about what happens when intellectuals start playing the same game as rappers. It's about what happens when somebody wants to sound smart for the room, but forgets that every word has consequences. And most importantly, it's about a very old lesson that a lot of us learn the hard way. Just because you can say something, don't mean you should. Because some doors in life only close one time. And when they close, they don't always open again. Let's keep it real. This whole situation didn't become a story just because of Drake. It ain't even become a story because of Kendrick. It became a story because of trust. Because the moment you bring somebody's private words into a public conversation, you changing the game. And that's what a lot of people felt happened when Michael Eric Dyson brought JayZ into the conversation. See, in Dyson's mind, this was probably a moment of intellectual flexing. A moment where he could show the room that he was having real powerful conversations with real powerful people. A moment where he could say, even JayZ disagreed with me and I stood on business. But the internet didn't hear that as courage. They heard it as something different. The internet heard somebody name dropping a private conversation. And in hip hop, that's a dangerous move because hip hop is built on something that don't get talked about enough. Trust. Trust between artists. Trust between friends. Trust between people who speak to each other off the record. When that trust gets broken, people start moving different. That's why this story hit a nerve. Because people know how JayZ operates. This is a man who has been at the top of the game for 30 years. 30 years of business, 30 years of deals, 30 years of relationships. And you don't stay in that position unless you're extremely careful about who you talk to.